first we begin with recalling. So who would like to read the first question and find the answer to that? Please, will you do?
About what does the tyrannic
Knave
and the publican warn the writer?
Yeah, so first will you explain to us about the tyrant, knave, and publican. Who are these people?
Publican is the owner of the inn.
Yes, and what about the tyrant, knave?
Seven boys.
Local people. Seven. And what did they warn the writers about?
They warned that there was death.
Yeah, to be careful.
There was death everywhere.
Yes, there was death everywhere, killing a lot of people. And what was the reason? That was death. About it, if we just speak about this historical period, what was
black death?
Yes, it was
black death.
Plague, spread everywhere. Okay. Well, and what was the reaction of the writers to this warning?
They became angry and they swear that they will find and kill the death.
So they decided to find and kill the death. Okay. Well, the second question is, who do the writers meet? That's line 53. And how do they treat him according to line 82? So they went to look for the death everywhere, and on their way they met someone who
spoke roughly with him.
Without any respect, an old man. And what do we find out later that about that old man? And what the old man himself was looking for.
He was looking
for
death.
He could not find it because he himself was dead.
So he couldn't find it.
He couldn't find death.
Wow. Okay. Now question 3. What do the writers find under the tree to put death out of their minds?
So they found a pile of golden coins.
Yeah, so golden coins, florins, and what did happen to their mind?
They changed their mind, they forgot about this.
Immediately, they forgot about
they thought only about
their
their last.
destination, just
They thought about their last only, and to satisfy their desire.
Yeah, so they thought to satisfy their lust for dicing, for drawing and things like that. Okay, well. So, and what do the writers who remain by 3 plan to do to the youngest? And so, and what about loss? What did they
Daytime, so they decided to hide it.
To hide there, okay, themselves and take it at night, okay? Well, and what did they do?
They decided to divide it into 3 parts.
So in the beginning, they wanted to divide it
into 3
parts. 3 equal parts. 3 equal parts. Okay. Well, and and what did happen then? So one of them went to get some supplies. Just supplies. They meant food and wine. Okay. And what did the 2 who stayed there decide to do?
They decided to divide it into 2 parts and to struggle with that one and kill him.
Yes, to slay him and take all of the gold and divide it or split it in 2. Okay?
They say bad things behind them.
Yes, and they say never trust them.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Okay. So someone may tell you, you look so pretty this morning, and you say, oh, you flatter me. Does it mean that you don't really look well?
Better late than never. It's very
Or they say, better late than
never.
Yeah? Wow. So what shall we do with this? Which one would you like to choose? So each of you, we have 3 options, okay? So you can choose any you like, okay? But which one do you think will be easier?
Better late than never is the best.
Then, yeah. So some of you came, just appeared at the 3rd hour of this lecture. Does it mean better late than
Yes.
Okay. And then devise a brief story. You'll have to devise a brief story that illustrates the point. Okay? So point, the meaning of the saying you have chosen. Okay? So meaning of that. And several paragraphs should be sufficient. So, but it says several paragraphs. But how many are those several paragraphs? 2, 3, 5.
Five. Because
Why?
introduction and conclusion
Yeah,
and
so you just, it should be, if we proceed and use the structure we know, then it's first we should have what? Setting and character. Okay, so this is at least 1 paragraph. Then we have, just rising action. Rising action, that's the 2nd paragraph. So it is, rising action means how the plot develops. Okay? How the plot develops. Then we come to the pig. Okay? Then after the pig we have what? Falling action. Okay? And then we come to the conclusion. So it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's at least 5. But you can, so this is the minimum you should have. But you can, just write more than 5. That's not limited at all. But there should be at least 5. Okay? Well. So, and these should include, just situation from your life as well, okay? So that some may write, just they came maybe a bit later, but still it's better. Yes, okay, because they had chance, just to get the information, at least, 1/3 of the lecture, okay? Well. And one more question is that using a good dictionary, you will have to explain the changes in the meaning or spelling that have occurred in each of the following words since they entered English language, they say our language, as Old French. So here is a list of the words Chaucer has used, okay, and they entered the English language from French, okay. So you have to explain, okay, and at the same time, just observe the changes these words underwent since then. So how did they change this since then? Okay, there are 10 words, that's quite enough, just to do a small survey about this.
Gentle poison.
tender did not change.
Yes, tender.
Poison. Preparation.
Okay, maybe. Okay. So at the same time, just we have already discussed, okay, this more or less, and so you know what you have